Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you been? So today I wanted us to talk about something. I wanted us to talk about the relationship of identity and purpose. How does identity feed into purpose? If you listen to my previous video, I was talking about the journey to purpose. But today I want us to talk about identity and purpose. How synonymous are they? What feeds into the other? How are they related? Um, Concentrating more on identity, since I talked about purpose, I will add on, I believe, in the next video and the next and the next and the next. So, what's your identity? Many people say, I need to find my identity, I need to discover my identity. Someone says, I lost my identity. What is identity? What is identity to you? Is it Mcholi, Mutsoga, Mtoro, Mnyankole, Mnyaranda? What is identity? So this is what I believe identity is. Yeah, I know you also have your idea, you have a clue, something you've heard, something you've read, but at the end of the day, after everything I've said, our identity is in God. That's the true identity. What did God create you as who? Who are you to God? Are you in your God-given identity, or in the identity you have given yourself, or in the identity you have accepted from other people? And is identity male, female? Is identity the school you went to because you are from Gayaza? Another one is from Baranyanje. Another one is from Tororo Girls. Another one is from Kawempi Muslim. Is it by the school you went to? What is identity at the end of the day? So identity is shaped. I believe identity is shaped. God knew you before you were born. So he knew who you'd be. He knew your identity. He knew the things he put in you to identify you for your purpose. You get it? It's an identity to purpose. And our identities are unique. Our identities are tailored to our purposes. Our identities are formed by the different things that we go through in life. Our identity is not just male or female. Our identity is broader than that. It is shaped by the beliefs that you have in your heart. Yes, it is also shaped by the environment. You find all the things you believe right now that have shaped you are from your upbringing. You know those things of whereby where people say that if someone is brought up in a home which has domestic violence, when they marry or get married, they are likely to treat their spouse the way they saw, because you somehow and unconsciously you were shaped by that environment. It became a part of you. It formed your belief systems. It formed your norms. It forms your do's and don'ts in life. It formed your way of thinking. It formed the way you interact with people. So that it's not the title of the school you went to, but what you picked from that school at the end of the day, because you're not wearing right now Bweranyanji on your shirt, but the things that you got from Bweranyanji are part of your life, have formed you, some of your character unknowingly, have formed how you talk to people, the friends you have, the environments you hang in. By the way, they can go so deep on even where you work. Can reach an organization, there are many orgies of a certain place. Do you get it? But also your personal decision have been shaped by the very things that you have encountered. If you had a bad childhood, that's why it's very important the environment you allow yourself to be in all the time, because the environment you're in does not just determine what you think, but how you react to life in general. In there, you're shaping your identity. In there, you're shaping your journey. You're shaping your destiny. And remember, God gave us a free will. After giving us his perfect identity, you have a free will. So you can do your own identity, like those who change genders, like those who change this and that, bleaching and all those things. Because identity is a collection of so many things. But what you have not to lose in this life is what God purposed for you to be your identity, because that's where your purpose is. What does he want you to look like? Who are the people he wants you to interact with? What does he want you to learn? What does he want you to unlearn? Whom does he want you to learn from? When and where? Who should be your friend? Your friends shape your identity. Because like I said, identity is not just a tribe that you went to. You from your own tribe. You know that meme that says after 30 you're at the background. You can't tell us anymore that you come from a poor background, because you form your background. How do you form your background? From the people around you, from the things you are feeding yourself with, the information that you've kept receiving over time, and the information you're receiving, because there is no association that leaves someone neutral. You tap into, we iron sharpens iron. We are a force. We vibrate. I feed you, you feed me, indirectly or directly. That's why you have to take a very conscious decision on how you want your identity to be. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be known for? Companies are doing branding. There are so many things of branding that are going on. Personal branding, which branding, all branding. So what are they branding? They are branding an identity. What are you known for, and how are you known for it? An image someone will have of you, but there is an image God knows of you. Which one do you prefer? And which one is the perfect one? Definitely the brand that God knows. When he says, I knew you before you were formed, he totally knew you. He totally knew. What did he know? That should be the ultimate question. What did he know that I don't know now? And how do I walk into what he knew, or what he still knows right now? You know, when the Bible says, let the weak say I'm strong, because that's what God knows. Let the poor say that I'm rich. That's what God knows. You keeping that poverty mentality, you are shaping a different identity. And tomorrow you go into all those classes of identity discovery. But some of those things, it's you, it's your thinking pattern. The inner conversation, what are you talking to yourself about? And you know, your thoughts are shaped. We think in pictures. I had talked about it in one of the videos previously. We think in images. When someone comes to narrate to you about floods that happen somewhere, you see the floods. You get it? We think in pictures, we think in images. So there's an image you have created of yourself. There is an image that has come out of your inner dialogue that you have with yourself. What are you talking to yourself about? What are you meditating on? The scriptures have given us what to meditate on in Philippians 4:8. What is true, what is honesty, what is of noble. That is what you are supposed to think about. That's what you're supposed to meditate on. That's what's supposed to shape your inner dialogue. How do you view yourself? How do you see yourself? The children of Israel gave themselves a very strange identity and gave an evil report. How are you identifying yourself before someone brands you from the outside? It comes from within to the outside. So get the very identity of God for your life. That is your true identity. Regardless of the school, regardless of the tribe, regardless of the church, regardless of your workplace, what you're doing, what you will do, what you will never do, your marital status, and all short, tall, all those things. They just add on what you know to be who you are in the inside of you. The outside branding will be a complementary, but it begins from the inside. This was a bit short. I will add on as we continue, because this is a topic that I know we cannot just exhaust in a YouTube video of a few minutes or a few hours, but it's a topic of conversation. It's just a nugget that you should try to find out the very identity God knows you to be. When he says, I knew you before you were formed, what did he know? What does he know? That is your true identity, not anything outside that you have created from birth. Thank you very much. Please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. Like the video, share, but also don't forget, if you have already subscribed, to hit the notifications bell down there. Hit the notification bell, keep notified every time we upload a video, and also any other thing that we'll put on the channel. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.